What's up, sports fans? This is Joe.
My name's Mike.
And you're joining us here with In Your Face Sports.
IFS.
IFS. And today we just got a quick discussion about some of the trades that happened before the trade deadline. And Mike here has got some pretty pointed opinions about what happened. Let's go into the first one that happened. The first trade that happened here, Shaq to the Suns. What are your thoughts on that?
Big blockbuster trade for the Shaq to the Suns. It actually allows the Suns to put in that defensive pressure that they didn't have with Marion. And also, I'm kind of questioning it because it actually slows down their fast-paced offense that's been doing them real good in the past few years. Unfortunately, it just hasn't got them to championships, but who knows? Maybe this change might actually be good for them.
I agree. I think it's a good move. I honestly don't think that they would have won the championship with Marion in Phoenix. They did something. They did something new. They did something fresh to try to, I would say, change up the monotony that's been going on in Phoenix. They got an exciting offense. Like people have been saying, you don't need 5 people to run a break.
Oh yeah.
You know, Shaq can just man the middle, but I don't know how effective Shaq will be. He did pretty good against the Lakers. What was that? 15 points, 9 boards. He dominated the fourth quarter a little bit, but it just wasn't enough against the Lakers. I do think, however, that Miami did get a good deal. They got Marion, who's a superstar. Well, maybe not a superstar, but he's a solid all-star. So we'll see what happens. Hasn't paid off for Miami yet, but down the road, I think it'll pay off.
Definitely. This is going to be a show that we're going to see with the Suns. You want to keep an eye on them. I believe that Shaq is going to be a ticking time bomb. It's only going to be a little bit before he runs out of gas. So I think it's now or never for the Suns.
Definitely. 2 years tops.
Exactly.
That's what I say. You heard it here first. All right, Kid trade. Let's talk about Kid to the Mavericks. He got traded from New Jersey. I don't know if I really like the Kid trade. They gave up a lot to the Nets. Diop, Devin Harris, 2 first-round picks for a guy that's turning 35, and he's actually, he's obviously on the downward turn of his career. What do you think?
I actually disagree with that strongly. A lot of people say that his age is going to be a big factor. It's not, because Jason Kidd, remember, he doesn't have to be the all-star that he has. He had to be at New Jersey just because Vince Carter wasn't trying. Now he has Dirk Nowitzki, one of the top players in the NBA. I'm telling you, it's going to be a 1-2 punch. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him in the Western Conference.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it's a terrible trade, but I don't think it's a good trade. To me, I think New Jersey got the better end of the deal. Maybe not short term, but definitely long term. They have the better end of that deal.
Yeah, definitely. The Nets. See, it depends what your point of view is. The Nets are trying to look for. They actually gave up when you look at it. They gave up for this year. They're trying to rebuild their future. But actually, the Mavericks actually got,
Mavericks got better?
Yeah, the Mavericks actually got better for this year. They actually didn't have a chance to make it to the finals this year, but with the Kid trade, it actually gives them a chance.
In my opinion,
benefit of a doubt.
Honestly, I think they're just like they got a small window of opportunity. They got like 2-3 years tops. Actually, maybe even less than Phoenix here.
Okay.
2 years, maybe 3, but their window of opportunity is definitely not wide open. So we got the final trade here right before the trade deadline. 11 players: the Cavs, the Sonics, and the Bulls. Ben Wallace, Joe Smith, Delonte West, and Wally Szczerbiak going to Cavs. Do you think that helps out the Cavs a lot?
No, not at all. I actually think that they gave up 2 of their best players, Larry Hughes and Drew Gooden. That's going to be a major factor for LeBron. I honestly believe that LeBron is not that happy. Even though if it shows that he is, he actually just...
I don't think it's a good trade for them.
Exactly not. Ben Wallace is one of the most overrated players in the NBA. Before 2 years ago when he was with Detroit, yeah, he was one of the top defensive players, but now I honestly think he lost it. He's on the road where Shaq is. He only has, if not this next year, before he's done.
I really feel that the Cavs went, they went horizontally here. I mean, yeah, they made a big trade. It was, they thought that they made a trade that was good for them, but honestly, I think that they moved laterally. They didn't really up their stock a little bit. I don't think they moved themselves from where they currently are. I believe as a 5th seed in the East. I don't think they moved themselves up into the top 4 there.
Exactly. This play was an actual play of desperation. Just in order to keep LeBron happy, they had to, get a good
They had
trade.
to do something.
They had to do something. Even if it's not such a good trade or whatsoever, what they had to do was they had to do something. Show that they're interested in keeping LeBron and keeping LeBron happy.
Exactly. Now for Seattle, they're obviously stockpiling, for the future. I think that's a good move for them. They got rid of, they got some expiring contracts. They got some draft picks. I think in the future they'll be a force, but we'll see. It depends on the free agents that they get, and the draft picks that they get as well. The Bulls, I think they made a move too late. They could have got Gasol, they could have got Bryant, they could have got a number of, top priority free agents, top flight free agents, but they missed the boat on that one.
With the Bulls, I actually kind of disagree with that. They actually got a really good deal picking up Larry Hughes and Drew Gooden. That's actually pretty good for them because then it actually allows their actual starting line and their second bench to actually deepen in its length.
But you don't think that they made a move too late though? They could have got Gasol.
No,
they could have got Bryant if they wanted to sweeten that pot.
Picking up Drew Gooden and Larry Hughes is actually it was freeloading. It was a freeload. It was a freeload.
I'm not saying it's terrible, but I'm saying it was too late. They should have been major players in the beginning.
Definitely.
Okay. All right, that's it with the trade talk, and that's a wrap from IFS In Your Face Sports with Joe
And Mike.
And thanks for tuning in, guys. See us again